Hi all, Vikas Mutsa here, and today we will discuss that how we can display Bing Maps in OPM by creating a geographic coordinate systems from place marks. So when designing larger scale infrastructure, mapping and surveying, we select an appropriate projected geographic coordinate system that results in a Cartesian coordinate system that is appropriate for the location of the design. However, for users that use structure-centric coordinate systems, selecting a standard geographic coordinate systems from the OpenPlant modeler's predefined library of geographic coordinate system is not possible. Instead, if we provide some information about geographic positioning of our model, OpenPlant modeler can calculate an azimuthal equal area GCS that will allow us to have all the benefits of geocoordination. We can tell OpenPlant modeler about the geographic positioning of our 3D model by using geographic place marks. Place marks are created using the defined placement monument tool in the utilities ribbon uh, and geographic tools. So a place mark is a cell that consists text fields, name, longitude, latitude, altitude. The longitude, latitude, and altitude fields specify the geographic position relative to a datum. For example, a WGS 84 datum known as World Geodetic System, which is the datum reported by GPS devices and also used by the Google Earth. The corresponding position in the desired file is specified by the placement point of the cell. Let me open the define place mark monument dialog. Here I will select the source as the longitude and the latitude values. We can get the longitude and latitude of the geographic position of our model by using Google Maps or Bing Maps. For example, if I open the Google Maps and if I place a marker over here, then I can easily get the longitude and latitude from over here. At least two place marks are needed to define a GCS. And if there are more place marks, then it is preferred. It is best to have place marks that span the entire range of interest. For example, at all four corners of a building footprint. And for now, for this demo, I have noted down the two place marks that I will use further in the demo. So let me define the place mark. The first one, I will enter the longitude and latitude values. These are the values that I have already noted down. So I will just quickly enter these values to define the place mark. So I have entered for the first one. I will now place it in the region. Let me move to the top view. So this will be my first point that I have placed the first place mark over here. Now I will define the second one. I will enter the longitude and latitude for the second place mark. I will enter the value for the latitude now. So in this way, I will place the second place mark. So in this way, I have defined the place marks. So after defining place marks, we will open the geographic coordinate system dialog and select the define geographic coordinate system from place marks tool. So let me open the geographic coordinate system. So we will select the third option to create the geographic coordinate system from place marks. This option is only enabled if place marks already defined in the region. So I will click on it. So this model dialog lists all the place marks in our model and shows the geographic and Cartesian coordinates for each one. The place mark, which is set as the origin in the second column, is used for center of the azimuthal equal area GCS that is calculated from the place marks. So to select the calculated GCS, press OK. So please note that our geographic coordinate system calculated from place marks is only as accurate as the place mark data used to calculate it. So we need to be very careful while defining the place marks if we want the accurate data. So once the geographic coordinate system is defined, just I need to go to the view attributes, and here I can find the background maps option. We have different options to different type of selects street maps to see the roads and with their labels, and the aerial image or hybrid, which is the uh, aerial plus street maps. So for example, if I select the aerial, so the elevation offset field defines the distance above or below the Z planes at which the background data is drawn. And the transparency option is provided to set the transparency of the background data. So I will keep the default values. I have just changed the background map type to the aerial, and I will just click on my view. In this way, we can see that I can see the background maps, and this is the accurate position that I have defined by using the place marks. And if I go to the isometric view, this is pretty much simple. I can quickly switch off the maps if I want to, and I can now switch on them if I want to. There is another way of attaching the Bing maps with our model, and for that I will set the background map type as none, so that background maps are now gone. The second way is go to the piping and go to the primary tools here. From this drop down, select the raster manager, and we also need to, for this in order to work this properly, we need to define the place marks to define the accurate position on the geographic coordinate system. Otherwise it will just attach a map with our DGN, and we will not be able to get the accurate position. So go to the files, attach, and select the Bing maps. Click on the attach. Let me go to the top view. So it will take a few moments depending upon the internet speed. So now the Bing map is attached. Select the Bing map, right click, and select the aerial view over here, and click on the model. Now you can see that it's shifted to the aerial, and I can see the background data, and I can select the aerial with labels that I want if I wanted to see that. Similarly, uh, so that was the second way of attaching the Bing maps with our DGN 3D model. And if I want to detach it, just go to the file again and detach, and we can detach the model. I can again go to the view and just select the aerial view from over here, and I can see the background maps in the OPM. So in this way, we can display the background maps in the OPM, and also we have discussed that how to create a geographic coordinate system by using the place marks in OPM. So that's it for today. Thank you all.